Welcome back everyone, hope we are well. So I have another Seiko to review on my channel today. This watch is from Seiko's Prospex range. So this is my first Seiko Prospex on this channel. The reference number for this particular model is SRPC33J. But again, before we start with today's video, if you like this channel and like my reviews, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. It really encourages me to keep making these videos for you, and it really helps in keeping this channel alive. So if you are watching my videos unsubscribed, please take this opportunity and subscribe to the channel. Now let's have a closer look at this Seiko that we have here with us today. I'll quickly start off with the dimensions of this watch. So I measured the case at around 42 millimeters across. If we consider the crown as well, then we are looking at around 45.3 millimeters. The case thickness on this watch is 12.5 millimeters, and the lug-to-lug distance that I measured was around 50.5 millimeters on this watch. The lug width on this watch is 21 millimeters, so not your standard 20 or 22. So there might be some limitations around the variety of straps available for this watch, but I think you still should be okay. There's still quite a few options out there with for 21 millimeter lugs. Now looking at the case, we have a hardlex crystal on the top that sits quite flat. The case is black with this PVD coating, and it's mainly polished all around, including this space between the lugs and on both sides. The bezel is all polished as well, and the crowns are polished as well, and they are unsigned, as you can see. Now we do have crown guards on either side of the main crown. The only brushed part to the case that I've managed to see is these four lug tops on either side. They have the brushed appearance to them, but apart from that, most of the case is highly polished. Now looking at the dial, we have this beautiful green sunburst dial. There's no legibility issues with this watch as well, and these Arabics at 12, 3, 6 and 9 o'clock really add further to the overall legibility of the dial. We have a minute track that runs around the inner ring of the dial, and as you can see, the seconds hand does reach the minute track quite comfortably as well, so I really like that touch from Seiko. We have Seiko applied just underneath the 12 o'clock marker, and we have the date function between 4 and 5 o'clock marker. To set the date, now this is a pull and push crown. I would have loved to have a screw down crown on this watch, but Seiko has decided to go for this pull and push crown. To set the date, all you need to do is to pull the crown out to position 1 and then rotate it in an anti-clockwise position, and you'll be able to set the date. When you pull the crown out to its final position, that's where you'll be able to set the time on this watch. Now we do have the compass functionality on this watch as well, and this crown at the bottom operates the compass, so you can rotate it in either direction. So there we go. Now we do have luminous hands and luminous markers on this watch, so let me just turn the lights off so we can do a lume check, and we can see the quality of lume on this watch. So here we go. It is quite legible, as I mentioned earlier. The Arabics at 12, 3, 6 and 9 o'clock really add further to the overall legibility of the of this lume and the dial as well. You can see the lume tip on the seconds hand as well. There's no complaints about the lume on this watch. It is quite legible. And you know, this is Seiko's lume, so this will last you forever. So I'm quite satisfied with the quality of the lume on this watch. So here we go, let's turn the lights back on so we can carry on with the remainder of the review. So let's have a look at the case back as well. Now we do have an open case back. Let me just give it a quick wipe before I give you a peek into the case back as well. So here we go. We do have an open case back. I think this is hardlex crystal as well. The case back is made out of stainless steel. The watch is made in Japan. This has Seiko's 4R35 automatic movement, has 23 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, has hacking and hand winding capabilities. To hand wind the watch, make sure the crown is in its original position and then spin the crown in a clockwise position and you'll be able to hand wind the watch. As per Seiko, the accuracy on this watch should be around plus 45 to minus 35 seconds per day. I know it doesn't sound too impressive on paper, but hopefully this watch will perform better than those numbers. We have power reserve of approximately 40 hours. Water resistance is 100 meters, so really handy. So this watch can easily handle swimming or snorkeling activities or light water activities, but don't go scuba diving or any of those activities. I don't think it'll be able to handle anything like that. Looking at the strap, we have a combination of nylon and leather, and then we have leather around the holes as well. We have two keepers, one is loose and one is stitched to the strap. Then this buckle is again black as well, but this has brushed look and not the polished look on the buckle. The strap is a bit stiff, but I think it is brand new, so it will get better with more usage. Let me give you a quick wrist shot as well, so I can show you how this looks on my 7-inch wrist. One thing I can say is that this watch does wear true to its size. So here you go. There is some like overhang as well, as you can see, but it does sit quite flat, so that's something working in its favor. I think this watch will suit bigger wrists really well, but yeah, it is a bit too big for my wrist, to be honest with you. But again, I really like the dial and the legibility on this watch. The one thing that Seiko can add or could add to this watch was the screw down crown, but they've decided to go with this pull and push crown. So here you go, final look at this watch. Thank you very much for watching. This concludes our review of this Seiko Prospex. I'll see you with my next video shortly. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you very much for watching again.